And guess what? When we're done reading the next chapter of Sonichu, somebody will be playing ranked. Somebody will be playing ranked by the time that we're done reading the next episode of Sonichu. Oh. Alright. Sonichu volume... hold on. This is Quickie Comics Premiere number 1, drawn March 31st, 2005. Sonichu volume... This is volume 1, which means that it's chapter 2. How many volumes of this exist? I think 14. I think. All right. Right. So sometimes we have to read in anime order. Sometimes we have to read in comic order. Is that supposed to be your clone? Unfortunately, Sonic, yes. Chemical X? ? No. Cherry Cola. You see, we know that Cherry Cola was the culprit because he is black, but he also has red. All Sonichu material are copyrighted March 2000 to 2005 by Christian W. Chandler. All Sonichu material is copyrighted March 2000-2005 by Christian Weston Chandler. Any names, persons, or illustrations in any of the Sonichu comics, except for that of Christian Weston Chandler, that may seem similar to anyone in real life, are purely coincidental and otherwise parodic. So Trishula TTV is black. Good to know. Yes, that is actually true. But only 1/4. Episode. Okay, so we start chapter 2 on episode 4 of Black Sonichu in darkness and speed, lightning with an accidental dose of Cherry Cola. Nate. Even though you have lost your battle with that hedgehog, Sonichu, I am proud that you were able to obtain a sample of his DNA. What the fuck? How did that happen? I then located the base of Dr. Evo Eggman Robotnik. Needless to say, after I showed him... Is that the correct use of a semicolon? Why does he have to be black? God damn it. How the fuck can you not spell... like, parody... that it's not a word, or coincidental, but you can fucking use a semicolon correctly. Who the fuck knows how to use correct semicolons? I have a degree in English and I don't even use them correctly. Who does that? Needless to say, after I showed him the photo of that Pokemon, he was astounded. And we shook an agreement of Dr. Robotnik reconstructing the DNA machine that was found on New Island. I love New Island. I vacation there all the time. Soon, we'll have a Sonichu of our own to send out and defeat the original. Nate, our victory is assured, or I am not Giovanni, the leader of Team Rocket. Heh heh. That's Giovanni, the leader of Team Rocket. DNA strands and a can of Cherry Cola. So you see there's DNA strands and there's some Cherry Cola. And then there's a guy and there's a machine or something there. Hey, Bill, bring the DNA sample to the machine. Okay. That's Bill. He sits in the chair. And then, oh my God, look at his hand. And then, bam! Oh my God. And the Cherry Cola, it got on the hair. He said, oh well. That's me when I get to ranked in Yu-Gi-Oh! And then there's nobody to play against. So I say, oh well. And then I read Sonichu. And then he pulls out the heart. This is a heart, I think. And then he's got the machine. I mean, it's big and it's purple, and you can see that there's like a swirly thing inside of it, and the swirly thing gives it power. And then he puts it into the machine, and then analyzing DNA, beep boop boop boop, adding inputted data, beep boop. Pokemon identified, begging cloning sequence, and then it goes. And then Nate person is there, and he's like, huh? And then there's a Sonichu, but he's black. And then he's like, maybe it's the liquid, but this Sonichu looks black to me. Powerful Sonichu, Nate, powerful counterpart. What information are these fools trying to brainwash into me? I'll do whatever I please, but I'll play along. You are a Sonichu, bullet point. You obey only Giovanni and his son, Nate something, bullet point. You are dark, evil, and very powerful when awakened, bullet point. You will seek and fight your original counterpart, bullet point. Well, Robotnik, here's the result of your skills and our genius. That is Guinness. And here is the result of your skills and our Guinness. What is your opinion? That's Giovanni. You can tell because his shirt is brown. And then Dr. Robotnik is over here, and you can tell that it is Dr. Robotnik because he has the thing on his head. Only a doctor would be wearing goggles like that. And he says, he reminds me of another creature I released years ago, but I am sure this Sonichu is much stronger. And here is Black Sonichu. You can tell that it's Black Sonichu because his shoes are red. And then the Nate person says, I'm not sure, but he looks black to me. Oh well, he'll still shock that hedgehog Pokemon. Let's release him. Yes, drain the fluid and raise the tube. Whoop, draining the fluid and raising the tube, chat. Boss, I'm reading the brain waves of the Pokemon, semicolon. They're racing. Yes, sir. Beep, beep, beep. And then you can see the close-up of the shoes because they're red. And you see the red shoes equal Black Sonichu, which equal red shoes, which equal he is black. Because he got the red shoes. And then Nate says, huh? Well, I'll just call him Black Sonichu. That is fine with me, says Black Sonichu. My name is Nate Sir Chikatupa. You can call me Nate because no one can pronounce whatever the fuck this is. Seriously, what sound does RHC make? What sound does that make? This is my father, Giovanni. Do not cross him, parenthetical. And that is Dr. Robotnik. But let's just shorten that to Blatchu. Deal. Oh, I'm sorry. I was supposed to read up, then down, then left. My pleasure to make your acquaintance, Black Sonichu. Mine as well. Please accept these rocket boosters as your first birthday present. 5 number. Black Sonichu's rocket booster speed increase. Come, Blatchu, and we will brief to you your mission, birth, and training. What? They're gonna brief him on his birth? 3 hours? What? Oh, Jesus God. Imagine you're fucking born and you're sent straight into a 3-hour lecture. Jesus Christ. 3 hours later, lights on! So, Blatchu, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask now. Yes, sir. So, if I was cloned from Sonichu's DNA, shouldn't that make him my father? Also, why am I black and not yellow? Jesus Christ, Black Sonichu, you can't just ask people why you're black. Astounding questions, Blatchu. With all due respect, I would not refer to Sonichu as your father, but more as your brother. But do not ever look up to him. And, as my scientist Bill reported, he spilled some cherry cola onto your DNA strands. The red and black chemicals must have overridden the brown and yellow pigment. Any other questions? Yeah, I have a few questions. Giovanni, I have searched online and I found a data on Sonichu. Let's see it. Yes, that's a data. Oh, you can see there's a rose chew in the background. That's like foreshadowing or something. That's very powerful. Apparently, it was reported to Professor Oak by a Pokemon trainer named Kel. Excellent, Robotnik. Now we can compare these statistics with Black Sonichu's and make him much stronger and faster. What's on the other page? That's Rosechu, also an electric hedgehog Pokemon. I also learned that she is Sonichu's girlfriend. Yes, Giovanni. Ha ha ha. Perfect. Now we have the plan to lure Sonichu into our trap. After training Black Sonichu, we'll kidnap Rosechu. Ha ha. Good work. Now make a machine to drain Sonichu's power, Dr. Robot. Oh, I see. We're supposed to read down then up. I see. Oh, man. Chad, we got a Black Sonichu training montage panel. We got the speed test where you can see that this is the speed test because the Nate person is yelling go and he's just standing there not moving. And the result is 200 kilometer per hour. And then the strength test, you see now he has a wall, and then he drywall punches it, and he fucking murders the wall. Look, he fucking murders the wall, chat. The wall has been murdered. He destroyed 20 tons. Can we get some drywall punchies in the chat, please? And then spin dash test. Result 200 rotations per minute. Target and you know that it's a lot of rotations because you can't even see Blatchu. It's just a black circle. But then there's these lines, so you know it's going fast. And then it says target practice. Result 99.5% accurate. Oh, and then you got the statistics page because every good character needs a statistics page.
Why does he have to be black?
Exactly. Here are the results you requested, sir. Excellent. Sonichu, electric hedgehog Pokemon. Special attack 3. Special defense 2. Hit points 2. Speed 3. Attack 2. Defense 2. But Black Sonichu has special attack 3. Special defense 2. Hit points 2. Speed 3. But attack 3 and defense 2. Well, they seem similar, but Black Sonichu has greater strength. I agree. Yes, it looks like he is ready for the mission. Oh, I was supposed to read down then left. I see. Black Sonichu. Oh man, look at this. This is how you know it's an important panel because he actually looks like a character that was drawn. Black Sonichu, please report to my office immediately. It's time for your mission. I guess my training is completed. It's time.
Why does he have to be black?
Because he was just created that way, okay? I guess my training is completed. It's time to prepare to encounter Brother Sonichu, to be continued, number 10. Oh, advertisements! Sonichu is a Pokemon, so catch him on Game Boy Advance. Look, it's the game. It's Pokemon Boy, Sonichu
I can't read
Advance.
any of that shit. But Sonichu is on the box, so I'm gonna buy it.
Hell yeah, brother. I'ma buy that shit. I can't read any of it. Get zapping with him in the chaotic combo. Game Boy Advance and Pokemon are registered trademarks of Nintendo of America. All Sonichu material are trademarked March 25th or March 2000 2005 by Christian Weston Chandler. Episode 5. Now we got a new episode of Sonichu. Sonichu in the informal ME explosion ting. And here you can see the map of Quickville. We got Quickville, and then you got Christian Chandler, who is the building. And then you got Kel's house, and then you got this giant meteor that's crashing down on her house. You got Sonichu plus Rosechu, which are the flowers. And then you got the Zapbud fields over here. Then you got Giovanni Gym Base and Black Sonichu. Black Sonichu has turned into a building as well. Pallet Town is over here, and Professor Oak is also a building. He's over here, and then Sonic's house is up here, pretty close to Pallet Town actually. And then there's Station Square, which isn't a square; it's actually the Twin Towers. Also, Sonic the Hedgehog is the border of the book. Okay. I've sent my Zapdos to locate Sonichu and Rosechu. They are now in the Zapbud fields. They'll have to return to Kel's house here. Your mission is to intercept them, kidnap Rosechu, and bring her here. Sonichu will come for her, and when he does, we'll have a surprise for him. Ha! Ha! Meanwhile, Sonichu, Rosechu, Zapbud field. This is nice. The Zapbuds, the sky, the clouds, and you, Sonichu. And I couldn't enjoy this without you either, Rosie. Kiss. Oh! You are so sweet. I try. Excuse me. And then the phone is vibrating, and it makes a noise. And the noise says, "For You I Will" by Monica. Is that a song? Hold on. I'm gonna Google. Is that a song? Who the fuck is Monica? "For You I Will" by Monica. Hold on. This is the ringtone. Hello, Cal. Oh, okay. We'll be home soon. Bye. That was Cal. It's almost dinner time. That's okay. I was feeling hungry anyway. May I escort you to your chateau, milady? Oh my god, there's an actual milady. Sonichu confirmed Redditor per canon. Per canon, Sonichu is a Redditor. Of course you may, my sweet Bolt. As you wish, my heart sweet. And he like picks her up, and now suddenly she's like giga small. And then map scope, woo! And then you see here, this is a flower, and they are the flower, and this is the number 14. Moving on. Meanwhile, map scope, Twin Towers, Sonic. Oh my God, Sonic is headed right towards the Twin Towers. No, Sonic, no, not again, Sonic, no. Our country can't handle that kind of a tragedy again. It's only been 4 years. Sonic, no. I don't want to go home yet. I think I'll check out what's that way. Wait, I thought Sonic got turned into Sonichu. Why is Sonic here? I thought Sonic became Sonichu. Okay, so they've unmerged, and now there's Sonic and Sonichu, and Christian Weston Chandler Chu, and Rose Chu, and Black Sonichu. At the interception, map score, Black Sonichu. There's a red thing. And now there's a bush that's talking. Oh my God. 9/11, bush, talking. It's all a metaphor, Jerry. It's all coming together, Jerry. It's all coming together. Black Sonichu did 9/11, Jerry. Oh my God. These branches hurt. Well, Sonichu's in my sight. I also see something blue coming as well. What a mess this will make. And see, here's normal Sonic, and here's alternate universe Sonic, and here's Black Sonic, and he says, "Oh boy, I need a countdown 15." And then there's Bushichu that says 5, and then Sonic says 4, and then Sonichu, Rosechu say 3. The bush says 2, and the bush says, "Oh, screw it. And then oh my god, look at oh my god, it's a black ball. And then Sonichu is like, what the fuck with that? And then Black Sonichu goes Pew! And then there's Sonichu, and then there's Sonic, and then there's boom crash, and then there's the number 16. And then there's Sonichu. He looks like he's about to get his dick sucked, and he says, and then Sonic says, oh, and then there's a 17. And then it says, Rose Chu, I think, is the one talking, and she's doing a thinking, and she says, good thing I made like a cat to get that dust out of my eyes, huh? Gasp! And now she's even more tinying, and there's black Sonichu, and he's big now. And then Rose Chu says, "You're not my sweet boat Sonichu." And then Black Sonichu says, "No, I'm not. No. You let go of me, you creep." Which is actually coming from Rose Chu, which is why it's coming out of off of the frame, because she's off of the frame. She would be like down here. And then Black Sonichu is like going vroom, and he's like, "We're off to see the wizard, the masterful wizard Giovanni, and Nate something." And then we get the map scope again, and then you see how there's these roads and how you're supposed to go on the roads, but because Black Sonichu is evil, he doesn't use the roads. He just he jaywalks. And then here you can see the key. Yellow is for Sonichu, Rose Chu is the pink, blue is the Sonic, and then Black Sonichu is this color that I can't identify here, and he's right there. And then this is number 18. And then there's Sonic, and he says, "You should have watched where you were going. I'm going to sue you. Your assets will be mine. My lawyers are incredible." And then Sonic says, "Speak for yourself. You could have easily seen a blue blur coming your way. Wait a minute," they say in togetherness, which you know is togetherness because the speaking prompt has devil horns. And then they're teleported somewhere gray. And then it says episode 1, Sonichu's origin, and then they're remembering the episode of Sonichu. That was the last episode of Sonichu. And then they say with the devil horns, they say, "You're that Heggy Hog," which doesn't really make sense because in this picture is 2 Sonichus, and Sonichu is also Sonic, and Sonic isn't supposed to exist because he's Sonichu. But then there's also the ultimate perfect creation beast thing, and I really like that character. Also number 19. And then there's lots of words on this page. This one says, "You're Sonic the Hedgehog, right?" Oh, you see it's numbered here because it's kind of hard to read sometimes, so they let us know the exact order of how we're supposed to read the dialogue. It says number 1, "You're the Sonic the Hedgehogging, right?" And number 2, it says, "Yes, so what's your name?" And then number 3, it says, "Sonichu. I was originally a Pikachu until you ran into me with your Power Episode 1 reference." And then number 4, it says, "Yeah, I remember zooming into a poor animal, semicolon. I didn't think that there was a Pokemon. I apologizing." And then number 5, it says, "Apologizing accepted." Number 6, "I was also powered up with the 7 Chaos Emeralds, semicolon. Their power must have caused your transformation, exclamationing." And then number 7 in Sonic Pikachu says, "I see. It's funny how we ran into each other like this, exclamating." And then 8 says, "Yeah." And then 9 says, "I was on my way home with my heart sweet Rose Chew. Where is she? Oh man." And then 10 says, "She's gone missing, question mark, exclamation. Wait, do you see those?" And then 11 says, "Yes, footprints. Ouch, they're on fire. Rosie was kidnapped." And then 12 says, "Let's follow them. I'll help you, Sonichu." And then 13 says, "Thank you, Sonic." and then Quickie Sonichu site, the old logo, copyright, http ://www.sonichu.info.
I'll see you next episode, Tosaku Samurai. Next time, I'll resolve the funny combo.
Do you think Tosaku is in the Sonichu comics? I sure hope so. And then they say, let's find Rosechu. Yeah, says Sonic. And then there's breast cancer awareness trademark. And then it says, Quick Sonichu site is a proud supporter of autism awareness. Oh, it's autism awareness. Visit autismsociety.org for more information. Ribbon Logan is a trademark of the Autism Society. 20 to be continued. Oh my god, is that a Sonichu trading card? Oh my god, he's zapping to the extreme. Oh my god, catch the power of Sonichu in the Pokemon trading card game. X-Quick brings the strategies with over 60 new cards, with new Pokemon trainers and a new energy card. You got your Sonichu, which has 90 HP, and it's got a quick attack, and it says flip a coin if heads. This attack does 10 times. What the fuck does that say? Flip a coin if heads. This attack does 10 plus 20 damage. If tails, this does 10 damage. And it takes two colorless energy. But then colorless Zappy uses Spin Dash. After doing damage, if your opponent has any benched Pokemon, choose one of them and switch it with their active Pokemon. 20 damage. Sonichu's fucking terrible. Holy shit. And he's weak to fighting. And he has a retreat cost of 2. What the fuck? That's horrible. For a basic, this shit's ass. And then Christian Chandler has Heart Fix. Once per turn, you may remove up to 3 damage from your Christian. This Poké Power does not work with something by a special when affected by a special condition. Something Punch, and he does fucking 60 damage? Why is Christian Chandler broken? That's awesome. Pokemon trading card game, EX Quick. Nintendo. Sonichu is copyrighted March 200 to 2005 by Christian W. Chandler. Pokemon is copyrighted 1995 to 2005 by Nintendo Creatures Inc. and Game Freak. Episode 6, chat. We've made it to episode 6. That's awesome. Sonic and Sonichu in Black Metal Combat. Oh, darn it. These bars are rubber coated. When Sonichu gets here, he'll give you all a real shock. And you see that's Rosechu. She's in jail because she posted some stuff on the internet she wasn't supposed to post. And then there's Black Sonichu. He's black. And then there's these two people, and Mr. Robotnik Man says, "All right, Nate something." And Nate something says, "So Robotnik, let's go over once more what will happen when Sonichu comes to rescue his girlfriend." Ha ha. All right, Nate something. 22. Well, first, Blatchu will issue a challenge with Sonichu. Then during the battle, Blatchu will lead Sonichu towards the X. Then I'll press this button, which will launch the dome to trap him in. Then I'll activate the energy drain, which will reduce Sonichu to a weakling in mere seconds. After that, you and your father can do whatever you want to him. Recharge him, mind control, string him along. Why should I care? Because I'm... And then there's pictures. There's here you see his Blatchu, and then that's a challenge, and then Sonichu is on the X, and then he's like, uh-oh, and then he falls over, and then Robotnik continues saying, Robotnik, I'm a mad genius, Robotnik, I create chaos with my machines. Oh, it's supposed to be a song. You can tell because there's birds, and it says, I'm the darkest evil. I'm mean. I have a monkey in my robot. Wait, the monkey is a robot. I turn the animal into a robot with a process I call robotization. That is so lame. Ha ha ha, says Christian Chandler. I idol Sonic. I hate Eggman. Ha ha. And then Sonichu shows up and he says, I'm sorry, but ha ha ha. That has to be the stupidest thing I've drawn in my life. 23. Meanwhile, map scope. And then here's the map. And then, Rosie, I'm coming, says the Sonichu panel. We must be close, semicolon. I see a building ahead, also says the panel. And then there's a gym, and then there's something red there. And then Sonic says, Sonichu, stop! What's up, Sonic? Says the Sonichu. And then Sonic says, I smell trouble, as he picks up litter off the ground because he's, he doesn't like litter. And then he says, this is the face of my nemesis, Dr. Eggman. You can tell because he likes to litter. And then Sonic says, you lead on, Sonichu. I'll back you up if there's a trap. And then Sonichu says, cool. And then Sonic just fucking ditches him. He's like, ha! Oldest trick in the book. And then he just skedaddles. And then Rose Chew says, I knew you'd come for me, sweet Bolt. And then you can see here are the bars, and you can see it's a metaphor, Jerry, because it separates her, who is on the outside, and then Sonichu's on the inside of the bars because Sonichu is in prison. And then Nate says, Sonichu says, Nate, release Rosie now. And then Sonic Normal is like, that fucking dumbass. Why did he just walk in there? And then Sonic says, I know Eggman. He'll have a grand trap in store. I'll get Sonichu out if needed. Is that his Rose Chew? She looks like Amy. Boy, if those two met. I don't know who Amy is. And then Nate says, Sonichu, how good it is to see you again. Allow me to introduce my father, Giovanni, and our associate, Dr. Robotnik. And then they both say with devil legs, they say, hello! Ha 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 ha! And then Nate person says, I am pleased to say that we do have your girlfriend in captive our facilities, but to my dismay, it was not I who kidnapping your girlfriend, but allow me to present the true culprit, your adversary.
Why does he have to be black?
Your adversary, your evil twin and clone, Black Sonichu. Just call me Blatchu, my clone.
Why does he have to be black?
Because of the cherry cola. Aren't you keeping up with the lore? Please keep up with the lore. And then this one's number 25. And then Blatchu goes, Mach Punch, go, pow. And then Sonichu says, a sneak attack, huh? And then he goes, Mach Punch, ow, pow. I read that panel twice because it was funny. And then it says, here is my counter. And you can see he turns into a circle. And then Blatchu says, ooh. And then Blatchu gets all kind of smug and he goes, not bad. Now it's time for me to dish it out. And then he goes, spin dash. And then he goes, thunderbolt, ah. And then Sonichu is like, I'm falling. But then he opens his eyes and is like, wait, I'm a drawing. And then he goes, mega kick. And then Sonichu says, getting tired, Blatchu. I'm just getting warmed up. But then you see foreboding, he's on the X. And then Robotnik's head says, ho ho, because he's Santa. And then that's number 26. And then Santa says, I wouldn't waste my energy, Sonichu. That's tempered glass. You won't be able to shatter it or shock it. Ha ha ha. And now I'll press the button that will sap you of your strength and energy. And Rose Chew is in over here land somewhere. And she's like, Sonichu, no. And then Sonic, his arm breaks. And he says, why when I get out of here, What? Say again. Oh, damn, these hearing aids really do need new batteries, don't they? And then Sonic says, not if I have a say in it, Eggman 27. And then Sonic is blue. And then Santa says, no! What? You? Were you expecting maybe Bugs Bunny? Bugs Bunny is canon to Sonichu. And then Sonic says, let Sonichu and Rosechu go, and I may go easy on you, Santa Claus. And then Santa Claus says, that's Dr. Santa Claus to you, Sonic the Hedgehog. I had something else planned for that Pokemon's escape. Now I'll send it against you, pesky hedgehog. Go, Metal Sonichu 28. And then there's a robot Sonichu. Hey, he does look a lot like me. And then Sonic is like, wow, that's really cool. Boy, Santa, you sure lack an imagination compared to Metal Sonic. Metal Sonichu, attack! And then Metal Sonichu is like, what the fuck? I was just born. Thunderbullet. And then Sonic goes, ah! And he like sticks up his leg and he's like, you missed me. And then he makes this weird creepy pose. And then I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be. But then he says, come on, is that the best you got? 20 none. And then there's Metal Sonichu, and then there's Sonic, and then there's Metal Sonichu, and then there's Sonic. And Sonic says, come and get me, Metima. What in the fuck? Is that his name? And then Sonichu is really small. And Sonichu says, thanks, Sonic. And then there's Metal Sonichu, and then there's Sonichu, and then there's Sonichu, and then Sonichu says, Sonic, spin dash towards me. And then he spin dashes towards him. And then he says, ready! And then I don't know what that's supposed to be. And then he locks on. And then he fires. And then he goes, zap cannonball. And then he like shoots the Sonic. Now to save Rosie. And then the Sonic he's going, and then the robot defense curls, and then the circle, and then the circle and the triangles, and then out they go. Oh shit, that's a wall. And then they just keep going out they go. And like fucking yeets it out a wall. And then map scope, and then there's some mountains, and then there's a direction, and then there's another direction, and then blue, and then sun, earth, moon, and then there's prison.
Meaningless, Trip asked me, without preamble, tell a story of Sonichu playing Yu-Gi-Oh! With fitting syntax. In the vibrant world of CWCville, Sonichu, the electrifying fusion of Sonic and Pikachu, found themselves in a thrilling Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel. With a confident grin, they drew their opening hand, eyes sparkling with determination. Their deck, a unique blend of speed and electricity, mirrored Sonichu's own characteristics. The duel progressed with intensity, each move strategic and bold. In the final turn, Sonichu summoned their ace monster, sealing the victory with a burst of lightning-fast power. The crowd erupted in cheers, celebrating the iconic Hedgehog's triumph in the realm of cards.
Woo! Let's go! Yeah, Sonichu!
Meanwhile, Sonichu says, stay back, Rosie! And then she's freedomed. And then there's Shock. And then there's Nate Person and Giovanni Man and Santa Claus, and they're all the shocked. And then Sonic says, well, Eggman, looks like you were licked again. And Shocked, too. Why would you lick Santa Claus? And then Sonic says, you all have learned to never mess with the true Poke Love. Rosie, let's bolt. Just a moment, sweet Bolt. Oh, Black Sonichu, this is for kidnapping me. And then she punches him. And then he says, my teeth. And then those are his teeth. And then on the moon is a square. And then there's an epilogue 2 days later at the Quickville Mall, Mapscope. Look at the Quickville Mall. And then Rosechu says, Sonic's really gonna notice me in this new outfit. Sonichu will want to snuggle with me after watching this DVD. One day, Sonic and I will be married. Oh, shit. She a hoe. Bro, she's with Sonichu, and she's like, oh, my God. Sonic's gonna notice me in this outfit, but then Sonichu's gonna cuddle with me with this, but then she's gonna marry Sonic. I thought she was dating Sonichu, but no, it's Amy. Who the fuck is Amy? Oh shit, there is two of them. Wait, how the fuck do I tell them apart? How the fuck do you tell these two apart? I don't know. I see. I see. Okay. It's so cool that he enjoys romantic comedies too. Oh, huh? Wow, that girl looks like me. Cute outfit though. Wow, that girl looks like me. Cute outfit though. How do we tell you two apart? Oh, I see. Hold on. Her shoes have the white stripe, and her shoes have the blue stripe. Also, she has a tail. That's probably a pretty good giveaway. Oh my god, we got numbered dialogue again. I love your outfit. I love your outfit. Thank you. 1. I'm Amy Rose. 2. I'm Rosechu, but you may call me Rosie. 3. Shopping for anyone, Rosie. 4. Just picking up a romantic comedy from my sweet balt Sonichu. He loves me. 5. Me too. Sonichu also loves me. You skank. I've bought a new outfit to wear for my Sonic. It's so hard for him to express his feelings, but I can tell that he has some for me. 6. My sweet balt treats me right. He knows the right things to say, and he totally respects me. We spend a lot of time together. No way. I can't even get Sonic to stand still. You are so lucky. Squiggle line, 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 squiggle line. The squiggle lines are because women talk a lot. Pardon me, but they're going to girl talk for a couple of hours, and I'd like to save time and money on my car insurance by switching over to Getco. Ha ha. End. Finished comic book April 18th, 2005. Quick's Art Gallery. Sonichu. Christian and the Hedgehog Boys. You see, there's Sonichu and Sonic and 2 black Sonichus, and also there's no Christian because he's just the manager of the band. And then, oh my god, we got another advertisement for the Nintendo GameCube. Sonichu Adventure. We got Sonichu, a Christian Chandler production, Sonichu. A message from Christian W. Chandler. I hope that you have enjoyed this free Sonichu comic book. I take great pride behind my electric hedgehog Pokemon, Sonichu, and all the other characters in the city of Quickville. I want Sonichu to be more than just on paper. I want him in his own video game, cartoon show, and other fine merchandise. Although I have already made some fun Sonichu items of my own, but I feel the public should be able to share in the zappin' fun. If you would like to see Sonichu as a real video game too, or catch him in a Pokemon title, please send your request to Nintendo of America Incorporated or Nintendo Power Magazine. I can't read any of that shit. But Sonichu is on the box, so I'm going to buy it. Retweet. Please raise the hype on Sonichu. so that I will be able to legally talk to the people of Nintendo of America Incorporated and make a deal with them. Thank you for reading this free Sonichu comic book. And as Sonichu says, let's zap to the extreme. And there's a Sonichu, and there's a Christian Weston Chandler. Oh my god. And that was volume number 1. And which puts us on the next volume. So now that we've completed yet another volume of Let's Zap to the Extreme Sonichu, we can go back to check to see if